Man, this video has been a long time coming for my 58 subscribers. Hi, how are y'all doing? Thank you for whoever's watching this. Probably no one, but it's okay because we're gonna get there. Today, I'm going to give you guys 5 filmmaking tips that helped me personally throughout my filmmaking journey. Let's get into it. Filming tip number 1, composition. I cannot stress enough on how important composition and framing is when it comes to videos, when it comes to photos, when it comes to anything, to be honest. A lot of people, including me, when I first started, I would pick up the camera, I would hit record, and I would just go to town and shoot whatever's in front of me. And, you know, it took me far enough for a year, and then after that, I was looking back at my old footage and I was like, man, what the was I looking at? Did not understand what I was filming. And I think that's extremely important to understand what is your subject, where is your subject, what are you framing, and why you're framing it. Because composition helps with story and guiding and directing what your story is going to be, where your story is going to be. And if you don't have that direction, you're going to have a very confused story. Composition and framing is extremely important. And I feel as if everybody should learn that, even pros included, pros, intermediates, and beginners should all learn about composition. What really helped me when I was trying to understand what framing is like, or how to frame and how to compose a very nice shot, is the rule of thirds. So I think every camera should have that type of setting where you can set it up where you can see this big box with the 9 squares in it. That's gonna help you with framing your shot. I won't get into the whole rule of thirds things, but I will find a video and I will put it down in the link for you guys to look at. But rule of thirds has definitely helped me with framing my shot. So on to the next step is to learn how to step. Learning how to step. Ryan, what does that mean? Learning how to step means, to me, walking correctly with your camera, or learning how to move with your camera, understanding the movement and understanding how to film properly when you're moving. My amateur self thought I could fix this using a gimbal, and I bought a gimbal and I used it, and it fixed it like only by 20%, but for the most part the issue wasn't my camera or the gimbal, the issue was my walking. I'm heavy-footed, so it doesn't really help when I'm just like stomping while I'm filming a project, because literally all you see in the footage is like jitters, shakes, and just all sorts of crazy movements. And that's like, warp stabilizer can only help you so much, but for the most part it's not going to help with some extreme movements. So that's why I say learn how to walk, learn how to step. A good way to picture it is have like picture like or hold like a glass full of water. It's filled up all the way to the top. Or I have a bottle here, like a water bottle, and act like this water bottle is like filled all the way to the top, right? And you're walking, and the goal is to not spill any water out. So glass, bottle, whatever, but your goal is to, walk slowly and look at the bottle and make sure no water is spilled. When I'm filming, I always think of that analogy, how I should, do my walk, and how should my hands be, how steady should my hands be, how steady should my feet be, and slowly walking heel to toe. That's what I would do. Also, breathing is a very important thing when it comes to filming. Not many people would realize that, but it's extremely important. Like, if you're shooting something, right? Imagine this is a camera, right? You're shooting something. You're like, especially if you're shooting like some sports shoot, or like anything that has a lot of movement in it, and you're like running and you're breathing and stuff, you'll hear the shot, but you're breathing in and you're breathing out, right? So you're constantly like moving. So those micro jitters are going to be shown on the camera, and I would like to keep the breathing in mind and try to like understand breathing and how to breathe, and how to slow down your breathing a little bit and be well controlled with your breathing so your steps can get better. With the gimbal as well, I feel like, you know, counting on the gimbal too much is, you know, gimbals are great, and gimbals are an amazing tool to get you into, like, to get some extremely amazing, like, shots, like very professional looking shots. But when it comes down to it at the end, it's not the gimbal, or it's not the camera, it's mainly your steps, in my opinion. So get your steps in, learn how to walk, learn how to breathe, and I think you're gonna do great. Next filming tip is to plan and organize. I personally have a problem with this all the time, till this day. Even with this video, this wasn't planned at all. Like, the closest thing I did was just not type, but like write all my stuff down for this video, and that was it. That was my planning. I'm getting better at it this year, actually. There's a new short film I'm filming with one of my close friends, and this is like a graphic or a visual of what it should look like. So this is like a storyboard on how things should be. This is how I do it. You can do it in so many ways, but this is how I'm starting to organize things, and it's been helping a lot. We went on a shoot today, actually, and we followed through with this. You don't want to go to a shoot or a location and spend like the first hour looking around to shoot something. Key to being efficient when it comes to like client work and big projects is to be very organized, to plan well. So the faster you are, the faster you can get to your computer and do some post-production. So yeah, plan things out. You will see a drastic change in how you look at things and how you organize things when you do. So yes, I personally am trying to get better at planning. Hopefully this year I learn a thing or two about organization, because I'm not really that organized. So yeah. Next thing that I have a very big problem with, for me, is I don't shoot enough. So number 4's tip is to shoot more. And I know it's as a professional videographer, as an intermediate even, shooting more can be a little inefficient. You want to get that good shot, and you want to be done with it, and you want to like limit yourself to a certain number of shots so you can be well organized when you're going through the footage. Oh, my pen! Personally, for me, shooting more is, I'd rather have more shots that I can play with in post than to not have the shot at all. And I've run into this so many times. I'll be doing a project or be doing a client project, and I would come across a certain like minute in the video, and I'm just like, man, I really wish I made this shot longer, or I really wish I shot more things so I can fill this little part up so it doesn't have like a huge void, you know. That's why I say try to shoot more, and later on become more efficient and learn like what you need instead of like having an overabundance of shots. But for now, I think shooting more is the best option, especially if you're starting out. So shoot more. It doesn't matter what it is. If you don't even know what you're shooting, like just pick up the camera, hit record, and just go. Like just shoot as much B-roll and as much of any subject as much as possible. Like that's all I have to say for that one, because the more you have, the more room you got to play and post, and you'll thank yourself later. So yeah, shoot more. So the last thing on the list is number 5, don't limit yourself. So what I mean by this is limiting yourself to the things you know, and that's it. So if I know I'm good at this one shot, like this one orbiting shot, and I keep constantly doing that, which that has happened. I've been looking over my like recent projects, and I've noticed that I do the same exact orbiting shot over like a really close subject, and it's like in every video, and it kind of like irks me, because I'm just like, man, I need to expand my my movements more. So, you know, don't limit yourself. Learn, like, this goes for everything in filmmaking too. Like, learn different shots. Learn not only to orbit. Learn to pan. Learn to zoom in. Learn to learn stuff in post that you can do that help you with your filmmaking. You know, maybe get into After Effects. Like, people are scared of After Effects, but it's a really, really good tool. Fun fact, I actually started in After Effects, and I still use it to this day. Not the very best to make a whole film in, personally, but very good for all the other post stuff, all the 3D goodness and all the special effects. Love After Effects. Still learning to this day on After Effects, by the way. So don't limit yourself. You know, learn as much as possible when it comes to like videos, when it comes to photos, when it comes to anything of that matter. There is always something to learn. You really don't stop learning filmmaking ever. Like, it just keeps going on forever. You learn something new every single day, so take advantage of that. For me, a goal for me is to learn something new every week when it comes to filmmaking, and try to understand it and try to, like, you know, get close to mastering that so I can, you know, continue on with the next thing. So you just gotta be, it's just a better way to make you a overall well-rounded filmmaker, because no one wants to be a boring one. You know what I mean? Everyone wants to be exciting, well-rounded, very versatile, and that's what clients look at, and that's what the big projects look at, and that's what you should expect out of yourself too. So don't forget that. Don't limit yourself. Learn all the gear, learn all the cool cameras, learn about lenses, focal lengths, and all that, all the basic stuff, all the advanced stuff, all the intermediate, all that jazz. Just learn, and don't limit. Like, that's all I have to say. So yeah, that is my 5 personal tips that really helped me throughout this whole thing. I've been doing it. I picked up a camera about 8 years ago, I think, and I've only been doing it professionally for a year and a half. And yeah, and so far it's gotten me to where I want to be, but I want to continue to grow more. And I tried a lot of things, from like Instagram to Facebook. I just never really focused on my YouTube channel, especially in a long time. I mean, I know a couple people probably watching. Like, I started off like doing skate videos, like just random skate videos, just me clowning around with a camera and a skateboard. But now I'm trying to actually like make this into a thing, and, you know, become a really cool filmmaker. I don't know. Become a really cool creator, storyteller. I don't know. Just for fun. Let's see how far we can go with this for a year. So yeah, I can do more tips. Maybe I can experiment on different videos. I'll still continue to, you know, make my normal passion projects and posting them online, but I want to experiment more and try to be more well-rounded, and try to, like, maybe get some connections with people on YouTube. I don't know. I never tried it on this platform, so we'll see. This is my first ever like tutorial video. It's probably not that good, but, you know, we'll get there. I'm really I'm really an introvert, so I can't really like talk in front of a camera and act normal. Like, I'm always like thinking of 10 different things. Like right now, like I can't even think, because I'm thinking of like 10 different things right now. But I hope you enjoyed, at least. I hope you learned something, and yeah, let's continue with this and see where this goes. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying your new year so far and staying safe, and I'll probably see you in the next one. We'll see. Have a good one. Bye.